Welcome back to the channel, Lego MindStorms enthusiasts, robot enthusiasts, coding enthusiasts, model building enthusiasts, vintage hardware enthusiasts. This one kind of hits a lot of cylinders there. So what we have today is something a little bit unique. This is the MindStorms infrared tower. This is the Lego part number, as you can see, 9713. And this is used to communicate with the Lego RCX brick. Here's an example of what that brick is. This also, this infrared unit also communicates with the Scout, and I think there's also another one that it communicates with as well. I'm not sure if it communicates with the Star Wars droid kit. It might, but I know it for sure it's going to communicate with this one if it works. Now this is a new old stock. I'm pretty lucky to have found it, and what makes it unique is that it is a serial port based unit, in contrast to this unit here, which is a USB. And you would think, well, USB is going to be better, of course, right? It's universal. Well, universal is only fine if you've got a working driver for it, and I was not able to find a working driver for that thing. So a little bit of hunting around, I was able to track this one down. It turned out that it was remarkably local, same state, almost the same zip code, and I was here in just a couple of days. Now, in order to make this work with the computer, we're also going to need this device here. Now, this is a serial port to USB, so this takes it from a 9-pin DIN to the USB-C. I've tested this out fine, so I know that this is working correctly. So I have no fear that this is not going to be part of the problem. So let's go ahead and open up the box and see how it looks. Hey, good old Lego box. Of course, they seal them up nice and tight. Definitely factory glue. And there we go. We have a Lego serial cable. That is pretty cool. Here's the tower. Oh, this is interesting. This is quite a bit shorter than the USB version. There's the two side by side. Definitely a difference in height. And what's interesting is that this one here is going to require a 9-volt battery. Right there. So we're going to go ahead and grab a 9-volt battery, and oh, that's interesting. I wonder what this is. Ah, short range, long range. That's cool. I don't know. The USB one does not have that option. Well, it's definitely going to be short range, so let's go that way. Let's go grab that 9-volt battery and head over to the computer. Alright, we are over at the computer now, and I'm going to connect up this USB serial port. I wasn't sure exactly which COM port it goes to, so let's just quickly check this out here. COM 4. Okay, good to know. So, that's going to use COM 4. I've already plugged the battery in. And I gotta say, I kind of appreciate that the battery cover itself doesn't pop off. So we'll, I don't, come on, there we go. Here we have the Lego serial cable. Other than the tag with the part number on it, I don't believe it has any kind of Lego branding on it at all. I can't tell you the last time I used a serial cable though, so this should be interesting. Okay, well, as soon as I got the serial cable connected there, it did flash the tower light briefly, and I don't see any lights there on the communication side, but I do see the blue light on. I think that's the connection. Let's see if we can't, let's hope that everything's okay. I guess the first thing you would do is run the software. I actually have it running here, so, searching for the brick. Now, it wasn't the not quite C, it's the Brick's Command Center software is what I'm using now, so we're going to change this to COM 4. It is RCX. Actually, it's an RCX2. Okay. Do I have a choice of loading different operating systems here? It looks like I do. Now, I've used Lejos before. This is the JavaScript. Not JavaScript. This is the Java virtual machine. Lejos is a lot of fun, but we're not using anything quite that advanced this time. So let's just go with standard. Let's see if we find it. I didn't know what to watch. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We are connecting. We have found the brick. Wait. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, cannot find brick. Oh, it wants to look for the brick. Okay, we are ready. Let's see what we got here. Cannot find brick. I thought this was on. Okay, that's on. Data through the serial port here. And the tower is definitely... Oh, you know what? There we go. Maybe this will help. Forgot for some reason that this is not the receiver. The receiver is on this side. So, okay. Power this on. Telling the software COM4 standard brick RCX2. And it immediately loaded up. I'm seeing right there, COM4 RCX2. That's pretty amazing. I think we may be in business here. All right, well, I haven't been able to get too much out of the brick as far as activity. However, it is off right now, and it is saying that the brick is not alive. If I power it on, and I refresh, there is a little communication here. Serial ports are running. And the brick is alive. Okay, so we know for sure that at the very least, the tower works, the serial port works, and the brick still works. Now I just need to figure out the software. But here's what we're really looking forward to using. This part here is a very unique piece. It's a custom-made unit, this little PC board here. And it has several surface mount resistors on it. And what it allows you to do is to take a single input and these little sensors here, these little touch sensors, these little buttons. And what this does is it converts each one of these contacts into, instead of a binary, on or off for the switch, it converts it into a resistive value. So I think it gives between 0 and 128 as the values when you read it as a sensor. So this is a little multiplexer. You hook one of the ends up here, the one on the far left goes directly to one of the inputs on the RCX, and it lets you have 3 inputs for sensing things as you bump into them, or little buttons otherwise. But what we're really looking forward to doing is actually build a Lego version of this kit here. Now, this is a book that I read way back in the 1970s, and it uses a Kim 1 computer, which, to be honest, is actually still not as powerful as the Lego RCX2 brick. And this book not only has instructions how to build the robot with the various sensors and motors, but also includes assembly language and flowcharts as well. So I should be able to use the NQC, the not quite C language, and program these flowcharts in. Try to build a robot in Lego that's as close as possible to this design. Although triangles aren't a speciality of Lego, I'll try to find something that works. It uses a tripod system, so it has 2 drive wheels and then a single steering wheel. And you can see there's a picture of the Kim 1 on top. So stay tuned for the advancements in the RCX programming. We're going to have to figure out how to use that software. And at least we now know that this vintage MindStorms tower works just fine, and our old 20-year-old RCX2 brick, which has been dragged around the country and other countries, in fact, still works as well. Thanks a lot for joining as we do this unboxing and testing of the LEGO MindStorms 9713 infrared serial tower. Have a fantastic day.